Well, hi guys, it's Wild Trekker here, and welcome back to our Let's Build series. Yeah, remember last time we built the Eiffel Tower, so bonjour. So we're going to carry on in this episode and continue building what I'm calling my sort of theme park, entertainment park, something along those lines. So what I want to work on next is actually my zoo. I've always wanted to create a zoo in Minecraft, and that's going to be my next sort of project I'm really going to focus on. But before we do that, I want to try and link everything together, because you know we've got our village, we've got our big project area, we're doing all that. And yeah, I want to kind of build all this together and link it all together somehow as well. So what I need is a transportation. Now originally I thought about doing a ride that took you around some of these big monuments and that sort of thing, but actually thinking about it, what I'm going to do is actually make it a transport system. I'm going to make it like a monorail, which is basically a one-way system on a raised rail, and that's going to transport us around from different areas of the park. So let's have a look. I've kind of started it off down here, and as you can see I landscaped around the bottom of the Eiffel Tower, or at least I started doing it. So I've made some lovely fountains and gardens, because I think you've got to have nice pretty areas with some trees and things like that in it. So kind of started it off in that direction. I haven't quite landscaped all of the underneath the tower yet, but I will do. So that's got to be done at some point and made look pretty. But I've kind of been playing around with a design to try and work out what I'm going to do with regards to a rail system. I've kind of come up with this, which I quite like. It's using the acacia wood. So down here we've got acacia wood planks, very simple, and we're then using spruce wood for the rest of it. So and if we look under here, what we've actually got, if we come down here and take a rail away, so we've got the acacia wood outside, if you like, and that's also forming the sections down here for the legs, and then we've got the acacia wood under here, and we're just basically using redstone lighting to periodically light this, both from the top looking down and going up, and that also lights at the top as well, because we then have these lights either side, and then we double up the power source, which is a redstone block, for the lights either side and powering the rails. So with a theory, every 8 blocks or so we've got this power source, we've got these rails, and that's kind of how it's going to look. I think it looks kind of nice, so I'd love to hear what you guys think. Get your comments on that and let me know what you think about it. And at some point we're going to have to build into this stations. So at specific destinations you can get off at specific stations. So what I need to do is extend this and link it over. So I think that's quite important. So I'm going to do that first before I actually start on the zoo. I'm going to do that first. I'm going to take this monorail and I'm going to bring it along, and I think the plan will be to link it to my villagers. So I think it needs to link to the village, so it's going to come down here somehow. It's going to go over the top of what is the tunnel. So this is my water slide, rapids if you like. It's going to come, it comes underneath here and then comes out this section here. So I kind of thought I'd bring the rail down here somehow, perhaps down there, and then bring it across here, and then we're going to take it across this section into the middle here, and then it needs to go through this mountain. So we're going to create a tunnel going through the mountain, and it's going to come out this side, and so it's going to come out the mountain side here. So I'm going to have to probably do it from this side through the mountain, and then that's going to bring it out to this central area here. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to link it into a large station here, but I will do. So I'll probably put a large station somewhere down here, and then link it to a footpath going over to the village. So how are my villagers doing? So I've still got some villagers here, that's good. That's always nice to know. Yeah, still got some going around, having a good old chatter. Okay, so we'll have to do something with the villagers again soon, but I just want to carry on working with this, where was he? I just want to carry on working with this sort of theme park, fun park over here. So I think today's project is I'm going to extend that, bring that down, and then what it's going to do is the other part of it is I'm going to want to bring it somehow. I'm not quite sure, I'm just having a look at how that all fits through. I'll have to see the height of it, but I want to bring it through here because this is where the zoo's going to go. Okay, so it's this area here. Certainly the maybe what we'll call the nocturnal animals. So let's see if we can get some creepers, spiders, cave spiders, all that kind of thing. The ones in the dark, so we'll have to cover up. And then we'll have a different area of the zoo, which is more the wild animals, the cows, the horses, the donkeys, all that kind of stuff, mules, sheep, and that sort of thing. More of a farm zoo, if you like, than anything else. So yeah, so hopefully that'll all link up together. So let's get started on that, shall we? We'll start on the monorail. So yeah, basically I need to work out how I'm going to bring this down, and there's where I've got to bring it over, but I don't think I'm going to bring it too far over. There's a natural journey going through there, and it looks like there's a natural downward bit there, so I'm going to sort of kind of bring, let's put these here to kind of show roughly along. In fact, it might go in the middle of here somehow because we've got the towers. Bring it down here, then somehow we've got to bring it over this way, and that's probably going to go to about here, and then that's going to come across to this area. And then we've got our tunnel comes out here, so we then probably somewhere here we'll then link it across, and that's going to bring it over this way, and then somehow we need to skirt across here. It's probably too far. Yep. Then bring it this way and somehow bring it through. So yeah, maybe we do skirt along here. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to dig a tunnel through from the other side, see what height we're at, because we've got to make sure we go over the top of this. Okay, so I'm going to get cracking on with that, and when I've finished it I will come back to you. Okay, so I finished doing the tramway, so let's go on order monorails, I'm going to call it. So let's give it a go and see if it works. So hopefully, as you can see, it comes all the way here past the tower, and I've kind of just built a temporary station there just to stop at the end of the line. You can see it comes all the way around here. I've carried that design all the way through, so when we finally landscape the rest of it, that design will separate it. So yeah, it comes across over to the mountainside, and then cow, and then into what will become the main station to the entrance to the park. Okay, so what I've also done as well is, as you can see over there, there's another track. So I've put a very simple track changer here now. So one to the tower, one to the zoo, and that simply changes the rail over there to the right. So that means now we can go this way. Eventually that will obviously become a lot more complicated as a station, given us different directions. And there we go, stops there. So this is basically where I want to do the zoo, but I've been playing around with some of the new stones. I'm in the new snapshot, just really having a play around with different stones and see what it look like. And I haven't quite, well, I probably have kind of worked out what I want, but just have a look at this from the air. So this is, I think the zoo's going to be a bit bigger than I thought. So this area I'm probably going to do as almost like a Twilight world. So all the nocturnal animals that come out on Minecraft are going to go in here. So we'll have some zombies and some creepers and spiders and that kind of thing. So I thought I'd put it in that kind of theme, and then we can have like the farm animals somewhere else, and some of the other animals, maybe even an aquarium for squids. Yeah, so I thought I'd work on this nocturnal area first of all. So I've taken the trees away, and I kind of want to do, it's going to have to be like an indoor thing, I think. So we're going to have to put some kind of roof over this. But I kind of, we need to put enclosures around as well. So I've been having a little bit of a play. So if you come back over to my sort of test area over here, I've been having a little bit of a play with some of the new stone, some of the old stone, just to see how the enclosures might work. And these are kind of ideas I've been coming up with. So yeah, we've got this new stone here, which I can't remember the name of. Andesite, that's what it is. And I like the polished andesite. So I've kind of used that, and then we've got the normal andesite there as well. And I wasn't quite sure if I would use, because you can't put half slabs on this, which is a bit annoying. You can't change it to steps or anything like that. But I want to put like a half slab on the top here. So I think what I'm actually going to do is go with the usual stone half slab. I don't really like the cobble that much, but I quite like the way this sort of cage enclosure works. It gives us the option as well to have this kind of effect where we don't need a roof on it, perhaps with some of the animals that we're going to do, and maybe some of them need to actually be behind glass. I'm not sure if do skeletons shoot through bars. I'm guessing they do, same as way with fences, so they may have to go behind glass, otherwise all our visitors to the zoo will probably get shot, and that's not really going to be very good for health and safety. So yeah, I think that's the sort of design I'm going to go with. So let's just put those things in our inventory now. So we're using the polished andesite and also the normal, so they're two things we'll be using. The other thing we're going to be using is the stone slabs, which we've got there already, and what else? Metal bars. That's the other thing we'll need. So let's just get the bars. Excellent. And we've also got the option. The bars go very well together with glass as well. So we've got options of using darker glass and things like that as well, and they will actually connect to bars as well, which is quite good. So yeah, I think that's the sort of design I'm going to go with. And then on the floor, because it's sort of like a dark twilighty sort of, I did think about things like nether rack and that kind of stuff, but I do quite like this. It doesn't get used very much because you only find it in the mushroom biome, so I'm going to use it a lot more. And I always forget the name of it. Mycelium or something like that, is it? Yeah, mycelium. There we go. So we're going to use mycelium as well as a stone, as flooring, and then obviously we've got our lighting as normal, but I'm probably not going to put too much of it, although we've got to watch out that we don't get spawning outside the cages, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to work that yet. But hey, let's go. Maybe we just need a team of people. Creeper, what are you doing out this time of day? Hey, go away, go away. We don't want you. No, creep away.